Hi, I'm Martie Salt, and you're watching WFTV.com's Care Connect. You know, summertime is a fun time, of course, in Central Florida for residents and visitors alike, but sometimes fun in the sun can lead to serious injury. Here to shed light on this important topic is Dr. Teague, a pediatrician at HCA Florida Osceola Hospital, specializing in emergency medicine for pediatrics. And thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's just start off. What are some of the more serious injuries you see over the summertime?
Yes, so exposure to water is a big concern, as drowning is the second leading cause of death in children. So making sure that they're supervised, whether at the pool or the beach, is imperative. HCA Florida Osceola Hospital, as well as all of HCA Healthcare, recommends that people get certified in CPR so that you're able to respond in an emergency.
So we live in Florida. We hear a lot about protecting ourselves against the sun, but we can't hear it too often. What do we need to know about protecting ourselves and the kids in the sun?
So sunscreen application, reapplication, and wearing sun protective clothing, so important. Just one blistering sunburn in childhood can more than double the chance of melanoma in the future for those kids. Making sure that we're supervising them and not having them put the sun guard in an inappropriate place in their eyes and their mouth or anything like that is also important. Making sure that those children, if they're little and get a sunburn, that they seek medical attention right away, because it can be an emergency. And if they're older than one, making sure that they see a doctor if there's blistering, fever, lethargy, or if they're just not acting like themselves.
What SPF factor do you like for sunscreen?
I would say a minimum of SPF 30, but there are lots of products that actually have a little bit more out there. The other important thing is making sure that you're reapplying in the recommended amount. You'd be surprised at how much product actually is needed for appropriate coverage, as well as how frequently you need to reapply.
And really kind of what, well, brand or how much. I mean, not just any sunscreen will do, right? I mean, you say some of them are almost like lotions. They're not even sunscreens.
That is correct. Making sure that you purchase the right sunscreen and that one that has the right ingredients is really, really important. Like I said, not only because it can cause those burns or other acute things, but because they're just not actually working. It's not a product that's being effective.
And people aren't necessarily cognizant of this. You know, you take the kids out all day. They're playing outside all day, but heat-related illnesses, that's something that pops up. They can just get too hot. Anybody can. Absolutely.
So heat-related illnesses, not only a concern for kids, but also for pregnant women, people that work outside, chronic medical conditions, as well as the elderly. Serious concern there. Never leave a child in a car. And if someone's experiencing symptoms of nausea, confusion, weakness, dizziness from the heat, going inside to a cooler place. And then if those symptoms don't resolve, seeking medical care. HCA Florida has multiple opportunities for seeking emergent medical care, including our 5 hospitals in the Central Florida area, as well as our 12 freestanding emergency areas.
So you have a child playing outside all day, maybe you're at the beach or they're at the playground, whatever, they're outside all day. How much water should you be making sure they drink? And is it water alone, or can there be other drinks that work?
So water is effective. If you want to do electrolyte rehydration solution, also effective. I think the big thing here is that you're making sure the child is drinking something. So if they really hate Gatorade, trying to force them with Gatorade isn't going to be working. Water is just fine. But you have to remember that for every hour that you're outside and that sweat, as well as all the other insensible losses from the heat, you have to replace that with a glass of water, an 8-ounce solution.
So you really have to be on top of that.
Absolutely.
I don't think my mother ever was, but, but you really do. You know, with all of the people that we have coming in, and school is out for the summer as well, are you seeing more traumatic injuries and things over the summer?
Absolutely. So again, supervision is key, and making sure that kids are wearing the appropriate safety equipment. Injuries, falls can be detrimental and catastrophic. Having a helmet when you're on a scooter or a bike, and making sure that you're wearing your seatbelt, life-saving.
A lot of people out on the boats also this summer. What do you need to know related to the kids?
So water activities are also increased. Actually, boating accidents spike between May to September. So making sure that you're still following boating safety, wearing life jackets, never piloting a boat if you're under any impairment with drugs or alcohol. Again, supervising those children. And then making sure you're aware of your surroundings, not having the watercraft near other watercraft or people in the water.
All right. Thanks so much, Dr. Teague. Have a safe summer yourself.
Thank you.
And if you would like to learn more about emergency health care, including locations in our area, please visit HCA Florida centralfloridahealthcare.com. I'm Martie Salt, and thanks for watching.